Hey tubers and pickers, it's Drew, the California Picker. Welcome back to my channel, California Pickin'. And you know me, I'm always on the lookout for the unusual, the rare and the unusual. And this certainly falls into that category. Check this out. It's a whole grouping of seated figures, and they appear to be workmen. I don't know if these are railroad workers or steel skyscraper workers or what have you, but they have the look of some turn-of-the-century type of workers, and they're very detailed, and they're on their lunch break. And they have such character in the faces. Look at these faces. This guy's chomping on something. There are some markings on this sculpture. I thought it was actually older than it was. It's by an artist named Sergio Turner, it appears. Now I'm not sure if it's T-U-R-N-E-R or T-U-R-N-A-R. It's a little hard to read on one or two of these sculptures, but aren't they great? Very unusual. And I'm still doing research on the artist. He's very talented. I haven't been able to come up with too much on him. So if you have any information yourself, or you could do a little digging yourself and find out some info, and email me some info on this guy. But I think they're very cool. They look like bronze. They were sitting in a box, and I said, oh, let me see that box. I thought they might be wood, and you know I love wood, carved wooden figures. I would have really loved them to be carved wooden figures. But now what I'm puzzled by is I don't think these are molds, because I don't see any seam lines. I don't know how they would undercut if you were to pour this in a mold. I don't know how you would undercut all these little areas and be able to remove it from a mold successfully, either in one piece or in two pieces. So I'm not sure, but each one is individually crafted. Some of the faces look the same a little bit, but this guy obviously doesn't look the same. He's having some type of drink there, or don't know. This guy's having pizza. I think this is really interesting. On the inside of his lunchbox there's a piece of pizza. This guy's having some kind of large bagel, and there's a slice of pizza in there as well. But check out the guy's feet. Really well crafted, old looking shoes. Really cool. Never seen anything like this. Probably never will again. But here's the way I found out that it was Sergio Turner. There is his signature, Sergio Turner it appears to be, and I thought that was 1952, but it turns out that's 1992. So a lot newer than I thought. But and then on this figure there's another signature right here, Sergio Turner, and then gotta make sure they don't fall. They sit on the corner really nicely. And then on this figure, made in USA. So we know it's made in USA, and we know it's Sergio Turner. So I'm just going to have to do a little bit more research on that, but I think they're really very unique, and they would make quite a grouping. Now there are some condition issues. These two guys have their feet broken off. This one would be quite hard to repair. This one, on the other hand, I think I could, if I wanted to, complete his feet with some clay, although it wouldn't be this porcelain clay. And what I would do is I would drill a hole into this part and attach a little dowel and slip in the dowel and glue the foot together. But that's a lot of work. This guy's shirtless. He's the only one who's shirtless. But just really thought they were great. All the clothing is very detailed. The hands are pretty good. And the faces look very expressive faces. Anyway, I just have to do some more research on what, a little bit more about the artist, possibly what his values might be. But I think this is a really cool piece. What do you guys think? Really great. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you exactly what I paid, but you know me, got a good deal. But this sculpture, I don't know. I might start this out at, who knows, $300. There's 8 figures. 2 have breaks in them. The other ones I could do a little touch-up. Like I could touch up these little areas that are chipped. And especially this one right here. And that should be no problem for me. So I don't know. Might put them up for $500, best offer. See who's out there. Because you just never know. So, hey guys, please share this video if you could. Pass this along. That'll pump up my viewership. Really appreciate that if you would. Share it on your Google+, Facebook, whatever. Be great. And if you're not subbed, please sub my channel. Finding great stuff all the time. And leave your comments and hit like, of course. And come on back to California Pickin'. Alright guys? Keep on picking. Cheers.